Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Twisted here again, and this is gonna be the part 2 of the ApocZ Code 4 thing. I think, just but me myself, I think I figured out why this is happening. I don't know if anybody else knows this, but I'm sure people have noticed that whenever you go to load in the game. So if we go in here and go into when it lets me here. If we go in any of these servers, doesn't matter whose it is, there's just got 14 people in there with a 62 ping. That's good internet connection. So, yeah, I'm not going to join his just because he has a lot of people in, just so it doesn't, people don't think, alright, this guy has one person in there, this guy right here, 28 ping, I'm going to go ahead and join him real quick. Thing what you notice when you're going into the thing is spawning in world. I don't understand how it has that many people in there all of a sudden. It says syncing with server. I don't have anything in my inventory right now. I took everything out besides the compass because I like to keep things in my tents. Now this thing I noticed, it says syncing with server, and about the time where it says code 4 here is about the time where it starts saying deploying tents. Because I know that it does do that. It'll say syncing with server, then say deploying tents. Now, I was reading up on sorry for my Xbox, it's loud, it's old. I was reading up on the the forums and stuff like that about how many items you can put in your tents. It's 129, I think. I forget now, but I know it's like somewhere around there. And I do know on ApocZ, when you start putting things in your tents, eventually you'll get to that point where it says max number of, or it says number of items exceeded in your tent, basically is what it's saying. Is that it's saying you already have enough, you can't fit any more items in your tent. But there's a weird glitch with that, because I had about 4 or 5 tents. If I told you guys in my last video about this mess up, that it was messing up, that I had a whole bunch of stuff in my tents and stuff like that, but I forgot that when the whole time I was putting all these things in my tent, that I did read the message that said up you're exceeding whatever amount of stuff you're putting in your tent. Well, after that message popped up and stuff like that, I was able to still put things in the tent without it, nothing. They wouldn't disappear, or they wouldn't just not let me put them in there. You would even pop up again and again. It would be like, you have too much stuff and you exceeded the tent. Okay, and I'd be able to put a whole other inventory in there. Nothing ever happened. My friend did the exact same thing because he only had one tent, and he loaded his tent up. Like, you could scroll down for an hour and stuff. That night when he got off his game and he tried to go to a new server, it wouldn't let him, because I think what's happening is that we exceeded the tent too much. So when it goes to deploy tents, it's like a weird glitch and it won't deploy it, and it makes you lag out and it does like code 4 because there's too much stuff in your tent, is what I basically think is happening. Which I don't know if anybody else knows this, but that's why when say you're trying to go online, you get the code 4 thing, you have too much stuff in your tent, or you have too many tents, or you've deployed too many tents, you have too much stuff in them altogether. Because I don't know if you're only allowed to have 100 and whatever items in every single tent you have in the world, or you're only supposed to have 120 items in every single tent you own. You know what I mean? So, if that's whatever it is, I've exceeded that. And so now whenever I go into a server, whenever it does that syncing, right when it gets on syncing, it pops the message deploying tents. Before it even gets to pop up that message, it kicks me out because my tent's all messed up. That's why if you try to load your own session, create session, that's why it kicks you out so fast, because when you spawn into a world, you ain't got to sync with the server. You'll automatically start deploying tents. That's why it kicks you out faster when you're loading into your own server. That's just my thought on it, guys. I don't know if that's exactly what's happening, but I'm guessing that's what's happening. I did talk to my friend that I told you about earlier. He's actually in my party right now and stuff. I guess he's playing GTA with his friend right now. But I did talk to him and stuff like that, and he said he did the same thing, that he exceeded his tent limit too, and that night when we changed servers, he couldn't get back on. I didn't do it that night. I did maybe like 10 minutes. 10 minutes the next day. I don't know what I was gonna say there. No, I think I did like, I meant to say I was gonna do it. I did it like 10 minutes before I made the video about it. Is when I exceeded the limits, when I was about to change servers and stuff, go kill other people. But yeah, guys, I think that's it. I'm trying to get this out just so you guys, whoever else plays this game, knows that if you want to keep all your stuff, because I am gonna end up losing my stuff. I know that now, because there's no way I'm not going to. I'm gonna probably have to delete all the save off my Xbox. That way, there's no save ever of those tents and stuff like that. I'm gonna have to delete everything about the game off my Xbox. That way, when I re-get it back, it's basically like starting fresh again. So if you guys don't want that to happen, you don't want to lose our stuff, don't exceed the tent limit. Don't. If it pops up the message, it'll pop up right over here. It says you have exceeded the tent limit. Start taking things out. Take like 4 or 5 things out, and then place one back in one at a time, and see when it doesn't pop up. And then when it does, take that one item back out. That way you don't exceed that limit. Because when it says it's exceeded. Oh, excuse me. It means you already have too much. You need to take the last one out, or how many ever you put in when it popped up that message. So guys, that's it. Thank you, and I'm out. Peace.